what we got here, got a battery 65% charge. I have not charged that battery since I left home yesterday morning at about 9 a.m. and it is now 12:13 p.m. the following day, and we're about to cook up a little cake here, which is a greens moist date loaf. I like to add some extra sultanas in them. These are great because all you need is just one egg, 200 mils of water. So I might need a little bit more water in there. So I'm keeping it healthy, using bottled water. And I'm going to cook it off grid with 240 volt with my Taste the Difference Air Fryer Pro. It's important you've got a 240 volt system that can handle this, because this cake's going to take around about 20-25 minutes to cook. So I've got a cake tin already prepared. So what I've done is put a little bit of butter in there. I've smeared a bit of butter and just put some flour over the top. And guys, this cake when it's cooked will just literally just fall straight out of that pan. We'll just get the cake contents of the cake. Now these you can purchase here in Australia at your local grocery stores like Coles or Woolworths. I'm pretty sure Woolworths will also sell them, but I purchased it at the local Coles store. There we go. We'll mix that in here. I'll have to be careful mixing this up. Not a very big pan. It's big enough for this because I didn't want to take up too much room in the vehicle. There we go. Just put the rubbish back inside here. And I'll put that inside a rubbish bag and take that back home. Now, next thing, we want to add some extra sultanas to these. I love having the extra sultanas. So I could eat sultanas on its own all day long. They are beautiful. So use the Sunbeam brand. Again, available from your local Coles store. And we'll just sprinkle a little bit extra of the sultanas in here. Quite a lot extra. And eat some myself. Beautiful, nice and fresh. So put that aside there, won't need that anymore. Now we'll just give this a bit of a pre-mix. Make sure all this sultana is mixed together. Because we don't have a very big dish. And that's the beauty with this, is you can just mix it with a wooden spoon. So right now we add one egg. As per the instructions, that's what it says, to use one egg. There we go. Fresh egg, again, available from Coles. Or if you're lucky enough and got some fresh chicken, you're laughing. 3/4 a cup of water, 200 mils. Let's mix this together and see how we go. I'll have a pretty good idea once I get to the right consistency. Now let's break up the egg yolk. So even though I've got a generator with me, guys, I don't need to use it. So it's the first time I've come out here camping for a few days, and I just wanted to see if I could survive a few days camping just cooking with the air fryer, all my meals in the air fryer or the induction cooktop. And looks like it will. Looks like I will survive it. Probably end up getting the battery down to 20, probably 15-20%. But what I'll do later is I am going by tomorrow if I don't run the generator. But I've got the gen here, so I want to give it a bit of a test run and see how it works, because it'll be pumping in 80 amps. Guys, 80 amps charge rate I can charge this battery at. So now that's just about, as you can see there, I think that's mixed up enough. It doesn't take much to mix all this together. Consistency looks really nice. I don't think I need any more water. Maybe just a tad. probably enough, but just a little smidgen, just so it'll just fall out of this pan in one big blob. That's more like it. Pretty happy with that. So we'll grab the pan. First camping, touring, cooking show. We just pour this in here. These are brilliant, these quick cake mixers. You don't need an electric mixer or anything like that. Although I've got the power here to certainly be able to run anything like that. If I had an electric mixer, I'll be able to run that. So that's all we do. Okay, put that aside to wash that later. Now what I like to do, guys, is I like to shake it around like this to get it evenly spread out. So that way when it rises, it doesn't just rise in a big blob in the middle and it's real thin on the outside. And quite often what can happen, if it's really thin on the outside, it can get cooked more on the outside than on the middle. So level it out like so. So you can see there, nice and level. Now, all we do now, guys, that's going to go straight into... Don't need to preheat these, guys, because they're pretty much instant heat. It's pretty much as soon as you turn them on. They heat up really quickly. So we are now going to just put this a bit lower. I didn't clean this properly yesterday, but that's okay because we're cooking this inside this pan. Close that, turn her on. I've got a cake set in here, so I just select cake, and it's usually pretty well spot on for this cake. So it's telling me 180 degrees for 30 minutes. I hit start. And that's it, guys. I just let it run. Now we're at 65%, so it's drawing 166 amps out of the battery, and also 1.6, we're looking about 1.6 kilowatts. So you look at 1600 watts that this is consuming right now. But the advantage with the air fryers, guys, is that once you start cooking, so as you can see, no preheating required, but the thing is, once it gets to that temp, so it's 180 degrees, then it will shut down, and all it does is just runs the fan. And with this, the fan running on its own, it's only consumed about 50 watts. So instead of 1600, it's 50 watts. So give it about 5 minutes. Once it's 5 minutes and it sustains, it reaches that 180 degrees on, stably, then you're going to notice that this thing is going to switch off, and then it'll cycle on and off. But most of the time, it'll kind of be off then on. So in the long run, by the time you actually finished cooking, it's consuming a lot less power than what you think. So it's not like it's running constantly at 168 amps coming out of the battery right now. Now this setup will handle that no problems. It'll handle 250 plus without any issues. And see, the battery's still only on 25 degrees Celsius, guys, and it'll probably only raise at most a degree or two by the time it's finished cooking. So very efficient to cooking with air fryers. And basically, guys, you can go to your local JB Hi-Fi and pick up an air fryer like $50. Hindsight, they're going to be a bit small to cook something like this here. This one I purchased for around about $200, I think it was, and I've had it for quite a while. It gets used every day. It's my preferred way of cooking at home, so I use this to cook at instead of the oven because it's so efficient. It's saving a lot of electricity, and frankly, guys, this thing cooks mega awesome. It's just, you cannot, I just cannot tell you. You have to try it to see how well these are cooking. So guys, this has got 28 minutes to go. We're at 62% power on here. So when it's almost ready, finished cooking, we'll come back and I'll show you the finished result. So till then, cheers. Welcome back, guys. It's nearly half hour, or 28 minutes to be exact, and we're all just about finished cooking. this cake. And I tell you what, I'm glad Terry's got his caravan here because it's got everything inside. I forgot to bring some oven mitts. What do you call these? Oven mitts? Yeah. Something like that. And Terry overheard me and said, "Oh, I've got them." So it's awesome. I'm going to have to buy a set, just keep inside the vehicle myself, like I've done with the cake tin. There's been times, guys, where I've gone away camping and it's so excited to make one of these cakes, and I open my drawer, I've got no cake tin inside. Kid you not. I know, look at these two guys are laughing. Alright, let's check this out. 29 minutes. Battery's at 50%, guys, 50%. So I can't remember what it was on before I started cooking. Yep, that's definitely cooked. I think so. Let me just put a... Yes, that is definitely cooked, guys. So I'm going to just let that cool down just a tad, and that should just fall straight out to the pan. And I am going to share this with these wonderful people here, and we're going to sit down and enjoy this because it's just about lunchtime, guys, and this is going to be part of our lunch. There we go, guys. Now let me make some room here. Just had a nice cold drink. Let's close that up, turn that off. Brilliant. So battery's at 50%. Now, you know what that's telling me, guys? That's telling me I can go 2 days without charging the battery. That's including solar panel, with no solar panel, no driving around, no AC charger, no generator. I can go 2 days cooking with all my meals with just an induction cooktop and this nice big air fryer here before I have to charge my battery, because we are past day 1 and my battery's at 50%, so I've got enough charge for another day. How awesome is that? So I am very impressed with that, guys. I didn't know whether I'd get the 2 days use out of it. I did bring you Honda generator, and quite frankly, I don't think I need it. There we go. Look at that. Just falls straight out of the pan. So that's all you have to do, and the pan is reasonably clean. It won't take much for me to clean that. So I'll just put that in my sink. And here it is, this beautiful cake. And I'm going to show you a close-up of this. I'll just cover my face so it will focus on there. So there we are, guys. We got a nice moist date loaf, and it comes out nice and moist. So how awesome is that? Less than half an hour to cook that. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'll let it cool down a bit. I'll slice it up, and I'm sure Terry's probably got some butter in the caravan as well, and we're going to whack some butter on this and have a enjoy. Hey, look at this.
Oh, how good's this look? Don't worry about butter. Give us some of this.
Rob from the Wanderer. I can't wait to get turned out great.
Oh, check look at that, mate. Hey?
Hey?
Gee, that's a beauty.
Check it out. It never fails, guys.
Yeah.
I've done this many of these.
Looks great.
That look at that, nice and hey.
Gee, mate, yeah.
So we're gonna get stuck in there. We've got to finish this off.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I'll go into the van and grab your butter. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rob's going to get some butter. And I'll tell you what. While he's doing that, even though this is pretty warm, I'm going to slice it up a bit. Oh, look. Hey. Can you see that? Oh, nice, and just that little bit of crunch on the top too. Ideally, I need a butter knife. I wouldn't be surprised he's probably got one of those in there too. They do. Okay. I was joking. They do have a butter knife. I mean a bread knife, but butter knife would be cool too.
On the grill there. Yep.
So
Here, Phil.
here we go.
Here's your butter.
Sweet. There's the butter. We should all give this a go, guys.
Okay.
Look at that. Yep, cooked nicely. Here we are. My cutting is not the best because it's nice and moist. I need a proper bread knife, which I do all have, but that's all at home. There we go. You want to try the first piece?
I wanted. Which one are we going to have? Hang on,
Anyone.
I'll take this one out.
Yeah.
Righto. Now, I'm not going to do one of those fake taste tests where they tell you it's amazing before it's even in their mouth.
You got to be honest.
Yeah. Righto, that'll do.
Oh, look at the butter. It's just melted
melting.
right
Look at
in.
that.
It's
Right,
probably
mate.
still a bit warm.
Here we go.
Go on, Rob.
There we go.
Oh, what'd you do to that? That's horrible. Oh. Nah, mate.
There
She's
you
beautiful.
go, guys.
Absolutely beautiful. Nice work, mate. That's very impressive.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's pretty awesome.
Holy moly.
Yep.
Well done. Terry, get in there, mate.
Get
You
in
have
there.
one.
Yeah,
get in there,
Try and
give
have a
it a try.
piece, yeah?
Mm.
All right, beauty. Hey, let's try Phil's cake. Yeah, it looks nice.
Oh, it's turned out pretty good.
That's beautiful, mate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bit of jam would go well with that too. Anything like that. Plenty of butter, yeah, smother it on.
Smother it on, mate.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's your butter, so.
Yep, it's mine. Funny that.
I'll tell you what, Phil, it doesn't need it. It doesn't need the butter.
Because it's moist.
Yeah, very nice.
And that will just melt right in, but I'm just going to let it melt in my mouth.
I'll have the last piece, Phil. I'm just going to have the last piece
Sweet.
here, guys.
Yep. Yeah, bring it over the table. Bring the knife, we're going to enjoy this over there now. Terry set up all his tables and chairs. Where's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4 tables set up out there. I'm going to move my chair over there shortly. And enjoy this cake.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks,
Mm. Guys, there's plenty here. We've got to eat all this.
Yep.
I wish some of you guys were here to help finish this off.
You should be here.
Mmm.
You need to be here.
Mmm. With the butter. With the butter. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful with the butter. Apart from cheesecake, this would be one of my favourite cakes. Love cheesecake, guys. Went to a cheesecake shop the other day and bought a cheesecake. A passion fruit one. Oh, geez, it was beautiful. So, awesome. There we are.
Bit of a
What do you buy
Bundaberg
here?
ginger beer. We're in Bundy area, so we're going to have Bundy ginger beer.
Awesome.
In a Mr. Buckaroony stubby cooler. The
Yeah.
OG. This is the original one. Remember that one?
Yes, I remember
The very,
that.
very
the
first one
original
that ever
Mr.
came out.
Buckaroni. I've got one of those here too, somewhere here.
Have a go at that rough head.
And I've also got
This one ain't much
Mr.
better.
Andrew St. Pierre White as well. In
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
collection
right.
here,
Yeah,
so he sent this up for me. Thanks, Andrew. If you're ever watching my YouTube channel, I don't think he does, but
Hey, you might.
I watch all your channels.
Oh, jeez.
And I love the Egon DC hub too, Andrew. I've got one of yours, as you're aware.
I'm
I've got
going
the
in again,
Egon
Phil.
DC hub.
I'm going in again.
Yeah, go ahead, because
This is actually really nice, folks. This
we
is
got to
quite good.
eat all of this, so we'll put it over in the table in front of Terry there, so he can have some too. Some more.
Mate, so good.
Cool. And tonight, guys, I'm going to do another video tonight. I don't know what I'm going to cook up. I'll see what I've got in the fridge. Baked beans on toast. Is that what you're having, Terry?
Baked beans. That's about the Wanderer's
Tell you
level
what.
of cooking. I tell you.
I better make sure we don't feed.
Right, I'm out. Hooroo.
Did you have baked beans last night?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, we're all trying to have fun here, guys.
Told Rob that last night. He couldn't stop bloody going off and farting everywhere.
I thought he was going to blow a hole in the chair.
Or burn a hole in his undies the way he was going.
Probably has too. You ever see him go boom and it go whoa? Right there, don't sit too close to the fire.
Don't believe a word they say.
It's true.
What you waiting to go through the roof now, Bob?
Oh, we've got to have fun. We've got to have fun, guys. We're going to need another drink. I'll tell you what. We picked the perfect weather. We did have a few showers before, but that was fine. But there is this cool, nice breeze. It's like a sea breeze coming through here. And I'm so glad that we've got this cool change. Because you know me, I don't like camping in when it's too hot and humid. But this is wonderful. This is just perfect weather. Not too hot, not too cold. At night time, cool enough to put a jacket on and sleeping up in that rooftop tent. Oh, gee, just going to have a drink here.
We're in paradise, but we're lost. Even though we did get lost.
We actually got lost trying to find this place here yesterday. So,
don't follow Phil, he'll get lost too.
Guys, they actually followed me, but it's not my fault because I followed my Garmin GPS. And it took us to some, I got no idea where it took us.
Graham Road or something.
Graham Road? Yeah. Wherever that is, somewhere. Don't know. We were in the middle of Whoop Whoop. But, hey, it was a nice sightseeing drive.
Yep.
Poor Terry's going up and down these big hills. We thought he was going to go backwards there for a second. So, it's funny, they didn't follow me after that.
Don't blame us.
The Wanderer got us here.
Yeah, the Wanderer, yes. Appropriate name, the Wanderer. And I tell you what, it's a popular. He's popular, this guy, the Wanderer, because he's got a chair there with the Wanderer sitting on it, written on it. He's got this like a little trailer. It's called the Wanderer. It's got the Wanderer on it, and they're all sold in BCF, etc., and so on. He got the Wanderer on his vehicle there. Tell you what, it's a classic. So guys, thanks for joining. Before this gets,
You've had your life now.
because this gets to, before it gets too cold, I'm going to move it over here and share it with the rest.
Hey Phil, we want more cake.
Yeah, did you hear that? They want more cake.
Fading away to a shadow.
So, I'm going to have to say bye for now. Such a shame I can't do a live feed here, guys. I would have shared all this live and you guys could have joined us. And I reckon we would have a really good friggin' time. Really awesome time. Particularly tonight sitting around the fire.
Sorry.
But what can I do? There's no signal here, guys. There's no signal. Occasionally, once per hour, I might get a message pop through. And I've actually even managed, I somehow managed, early this morning, laying in bed, if you call 6:30 early. For me it is. I was laying in my rooftop tent and I managed to get a couple of photos out on my Instagram account. So Phil's Camping and Touring, go on there and check out. But guys, actually we're not live, so it wouldn't really make any difference. By the time I upload this video, you would have seen all that. So yeah, okay, beep out that. Alright guys, I'm going to go now. Thanks for joining. Please subscribe, put a like on the video. As always, it helps with the algorithms, so it gets my video out, so the more people watching it, more content I'll be able to produce like this. And guys, I need to pay for this battery somehow. I need help. I know I've been saying it, I do not want to go back to the iTech World battery. No way. If I had the iTech World battery, I would have had to have that generator run, and I really, to be honest, I don't want that. So I could have easily have come here for these few days without any charging method whatsoever, apart from the DC charger. But we're base camping here, we're not driving around. So worst comes to worst, I could have just started the car up and run it for a while, like an hour, and whack in about nearly 50 amps back into the battery. I do have the Honda here. I do want to test it, run some tests, so I'm actually going to do that very soon and let it run for a little while and get this battery right back up to, so it's at half charge now. So it's a 330 amp hour battery, so half of that, 165. Is that pretty good at the maths? I think that's what it is, 165 amps. Yep, I think so. It's still available in that battery. How awesome is that? And it's not much bigger than my original iTech World battery. Takes up the same space with all that capacity, and safe battery too. So guys, cheers, till next time. I gotta get this cake over here. I want to eat some cake now before it gets too cold. So catch you all next time. Bye.